Hey guys, in this video, we will be going through White Mage job changes and additions that will be coming in 7.0 Dawntrail. I had the privilege to finally attend a media tour and I thank Square Enix and the Final Fantasy XIV team for that. However, there is a little twist in this video as we have Momo to help us craft this one with his healing expertise. Now, please note that this is the media tour build footage and everything you see in this video are subjected to final adjustment and or changes before Dawntrail's release. Now, without further ado, let's get into it. On to you, Momo.
Thanks, Arthars, and thanks again to the Square Enix team for giving us the opportunity to do a video like this. Now, let's see what White Mage has in store for us. White Mage in Dawntrail will play pretty similarly to how it does in Endwalker, with the addition of its new tools that are going to help it differentiate itself slightly from the others. Most of its toolkit from Endwalker does remain the same, and they have only acquired potency upgrades and traded effects to its already existing skills. The first new action White Mage has obtained is a new ability, Ethereal Shift, obtained at level 40. If players are familiar with En Avant on Dancer, then you'll understand in no time what this ability does. It dashes you 15 yalms forward in the direction you are facing with no movement restrictions on a cooldown of 60 seconds. An absolutely powerful and insane skill to give a healer nonetheless, as it has zero codependency and gives you complete freedom of movement unlike Sage's Icarus.
Okay, let's be honest. Ethereal Shift came out of nowhere. Do you think White Mage needed this?
I wouldn't say it needed it. I mean, mobility was already one of White Mage's strong suits, and this just further adds to it with the addition of the skill we'll talk about next. Moving on to the 90 plus skills at level 92, players will obtain the new trait Enhanced Presence of Mind. After using Presence of Mind, players will now be granted 3 stacks of Sacred Sight, which in turn enable you to use Glare 4. Now, Glare 4 is an instant cast AoE spell with massive potency on the target used on and has fall off damage for the surrounding enemies. It's important to note that the Sacred Sight buff lasts for 30 seconds, which is double the duration of what Presence of Mind lasts, meaning it gives you the versatility to hold Sacred Sight stacks for mobility purposes, even post-burst windows.
I did not even notice that Sacred Sight lasts 30 seconds. I just thought that we had to always use the 3x Glare 4 within Presence of Mind. That's a good catch.
Yep, and if you thought White Mage was a monster in AoE or dungeons already, wait till you see what they can do in Dawntrail. At level 94, we'll receive 2 traded upgrades, which are not only a cooldown reduction to Swift Cast at level 94, which lowers the recast time from 60 to 40 seconds, but also a potency upgrade through White Magic Mastery, which increases the potency of Ardea, Glare, and Afflatus Misery. At level 96, we get a trait upgrade to Medica that changes the ability Medica 2 to Medica 3. Now, Medica 3 seems to just be a marginal upgrade to the potency of Medica 2. The base heal remains the same, but the regen over time is buffed very slightly. This isn't really substantial in any way and is probably just a little boost to help out with whatever Dawntrail throws at us. Moving on to level 98, White Mage gains an extra stack of Tetragrammaton through the trait Enhanced Tetragrammaton. Another very minor but good change, as this enables White Mages to stock up on single target healing tools during periods of downtime and damage, and just gives them more freedom to heal when they want instead of losing consecutive uses. Now, what everybody's waiting for, White Mage's level 100 capstone ability, Divine Caress. Now, Divine Caress is actually a follow-up off of their level 80 ability, Temperance. After using Temperance, you will have 30 seconds to use this ability before it falls off. Once Divine Caress is used, it applies a sizable 400 potency shield, and once that shield breaks, it applies a healing over time regen to the individual party member worth a massive 1000 potency of healing over 15 seconds. This ability is going to help circumvent one of White Mage's major weaknesses, which is its defensive utility, while also staying true to its job identity of being a healing powerhouse. It is very crucial to note that this ability can only be used within a short duration of Temperance, so think of this ability as an extra piece of mitigation and healing from it and plan accordingly. Overall, I think White Mages may have not gotten that many changes on paper, but it did get a substantial amount of benefits moving into Dawntrail. Players will have an absolutely insane amount of mobility with their 11 GCDs of free instant cast movement every 2 minutes, in conjunction with their new movement ability Ethereal Shift, which will let them dash anywhere they please every 60 seconds. Divine Caress will also help bridge the gap between White Mage and Astrologian very slightly when it comes to their mitigation, allowing them to put out a moderately sizable shield every 2 minutes.
Big shout out to Momo for helping me craft this amazing video. It's always great to have an expert opinion, as I'm just a casual healer. I'm sure he tried to cover as much as possible, but maybe he might be missing something. Let me know what you think in the comment section below and drop a subscribe. Also, remember to check out the other media tour video in the playlist on screen or in the video description below. I'll see you in the next video, and thank you Momo again for the wonderful insights.